What else? Just lifting money tonight. What else? I miss Jayden, Miss Keilany. I'm at Central Library. Seeking the death penalty for everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets new and receiving money. I'm very adamant. This isn't so with me getting pregnant, marrying someone, fighting over a dick that I don't even want, and gets raped because I'm interested in. Hilarious how it's possibly been raped. For more than 20 years. Ew. Yeah. What else? I'd rather say the truth. That I'm a victim of love. I'm bored. My second cousin was here. Ew. Different one. I don't even know his name. The husband staying staying at Haven for help these past days. Yeah, they're trying to take me hostage, trying to rape me. Or don't understand his dad sent him to give me my money. He won't give me my money. They say that he throws away his home keys and then shows up and says, "Oh, I don't speak this." And for sex slaves. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be here charging my phone and then head back over to my recorder. If I ever receive any money. Even if I were, I would be staring at the camera. Thank you. The my home and my permission forcing me to work. What else? I missed you, Miss Keilany. I have to get the illusion that I'm killing those people, no? Myself. That's why the kids, no one has done anything. So that they live with me already. I just can't. You have to look. I'm busy. For people to get immunity. For people to get immunity and kill those people is still from your heart. What else? I'm bored. I am bored, and when I'm this bored, I seek the death penalty for people this penalty. What else? Even the cafeteria around the stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, cuts in the way of my homeless home. Ew, they're disgusting. Son unos puercos, una gente con basura. They're leeches, so they traffic one into starvation and poverty so that one matches them for them to rape one. They killed my mother thinking that my mother's what gives me strength to not do anything wrong. With the rope, something aside. Kill them with the rope. Or burn them alive. Something aside. What else? You can shoot. Something aside. This one you can have something aside. What else? I miss Jayden, I miss Keilany. What else? I would have paid today so much fun. Oh, happens there. You can decapitate them. They caused my poverty trying to rape me. They've drugged me and raped me in the past. They're so disgusting. They try to be famous. They're so disgusting. L. They know I can kill in self-defense, so they cause my starvation. They're very disgusting. I don't need to take it out on a date for it to know that I'm a good woman. For it to respect me. It just wants to rape me and then reward me for the quality of the sex that it raped me for. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. What else? Who's funding me today? I don't have to wait. I'm leaving for hope for the other people testifying. As they usually are not like the victim. Victim one isn't the last one to testify, no. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my money, and that's in the way I'm receiving money. It's November 19, 2025. Am I more famous than Christopher Columbus? What else? What else? I'm fine. Who won the competition or having? Well, I don't have a set of born. Who won? They thought they would get feedback from people mocking me, like, ha ha ha, right now you only have like 2 pair of pants and 2 t-shirts, loser. They call starvation, they're like, okay, but now tell me what you think about her now that I've starved her. Now that she's suffering, I can be happy and get feedback. They don't need feedback about another person regardless. That's so tacky. Ew, they're disgusting. Ew, they got manners. First cousins' kids lack manners. Well, that is how you fall. Ew, I don't even know their names. And I don't want to get to know them. They're disgusting. They stay with illegal prostitutes and then they want to claim that I need to take my place. There's Tinder, there's Bumble, there's freedom to not have anyone ever near my vagina and I can still be sexy and consider about to go there. I've never had any rest. They call Jayden and Keilany to be separated from me, hoping that my vagina is turned on, hoping that I illegally prostitute myself, hoping that I get raped. They're disgusting. When I say that they're disgusting, they're disgusting. I thought they were dead already. I thought that means doing nothing other than being with myself, my baby daddy, and my babies would be enough stagnation in my life for people to have killed them in self-defense for me. The Asian intelligence is so respectful. I don't know if she knows too much. So the next step is silencing her. Mm-hmm. Go down to if I have Alzheimer's or no. It's called cozy wear. Decades ago, I know nothing more than what the standing said at that point. He was a little kid though before he started working here. They dressed him up. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So that he can't lie that I have Alzheimer's, trying to give me Alzheimer's so that I forget one more and good behavior for him to rape me. So people have to be brought up decades ago. So as I see them, I recognize them. I'm like, what was that conversation about? Oh, the uniform gets cozy. Like pajamas. But you know, I wear leggings sometimes and I'm like, I feel like I'm naked. What else does? Wasn't a conversation starter for me to get raped by him? He's so mistaken. They tried to condition me that when I would see that guy and take pajamas as his uniform, I would give him a call and get raped by him. When does this end? I need dollars ASAP. Earlier, I was asked to not eat my salad here because it got messy yesterday. And I took it outside and started eating, so I had to let go of my salad. As I was leaving, I asked who's paying for my hotel room. That I know how to do quickly. Hotel reservations. The Thompson is right there. That I'm very self-sufficient for. Not quick, not quick. What else? What else? What else? What else? Is it available today though? There is a room available. This one, not even. I don't look at the price based on mood sometimes. Look, I purposely missed dinner at Haven for Hope. I don't know. That was also my thing. Subconsciously asking for a buffer. I don't kill everyone in sight. I might suffer. So I think that's what that is. I do that sometimes. I look around with body language. I'm like, can someone help me with a buffer right now because I don't want to start killing. If we can ladder or I won't get this advice. It'll be justifiable based on the obvious. What else? You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Jayden Lorenzo Acevedo. That's steal from me. I rate my crushes. I gotta know where I'm receiving money. Eso es un puerco y se lo da a cualquiera. So, yo no me meto en eso. Literally. Y ellos después que la gente se bañe, se lo meto a cualquiera. Full. Ew. Ew. Dan un asco. Ew. Worst que hacer en orden. They stop. They steal, se mudaron a mi casa sin mi permiso. Porque I won't ever invite them out. They got in the way of Jayden and Keilany being born. Ew. What's wrong? Ew. Lord. They pre-raped me with people that are a haven for hope right now. And possibly use those videos nowadays and say, no, she's there with her husbands and her wives. I have no one. MIT call it isolation. Everyone knows about this. I can't be bragging while I'm poor, he thinks. Still. What else? They want to cause of diarrhea where everyone, there's a lot of people that dies. My death goes unnoticed. After my generational wealth, after fame, they don't understand that everyone has at least one relative I know in another part of a country where one doesn't live that thinks about one without knowing one personally. So everyone's famous in some way. Dan un asco, son una basura, una asquerosidad. I don't want them in my life ever. What else? Anyways, Genie Jandali is one that decades ago they said, oh, ew. Y ellos le asignan nombre a la gente. Por ahí va la esposa de este. Y por ahí ya se dejaron y todavía ellos están diciendo que están juntos. Everyone's single and they're alone for the most part too. Anyways. What else? What else? Anyways, you can kill them. Ya mi hermana le bailó, le modeló lingerie sin tener permiso para estar en mi casa. Ew, they're so disgusting. Mi sobrina le bailó en mi casa sin tener permiso para estar en mi casa, and he thinks that I'm gonna take in the place of the illegal prostitute. Ignorante, bruto, un asco. No vale la pena. No entiende lo que es el amor, no entiende lo que es polygamy, no acepta lo que es polyamory. He rapes, he's been raping for more than 30 years, stealing from me. So I can't have sex. Forcing my celibacy, thinks that that's gonna let me turn on and start opening my legs to everyone. Dan un asco. What else? Dan un asco. I don't want them, not even as relatives in my life. I never brought them up to Jayden and Keilany ever. Now that I don't have money, I'm like, this is the reason why I cough la querosidad after my news, after seeing me naked, after trying to ruin my image, my self-worth. What else? Anyways, Alex, you're no baby. Ojalá Alex on mate in self-defense if Alex wanted a baby with me. I won't ever find out. And they terrorize Alex and the younger brother, 9 years younger than me, that they can't have sex with me because they're trying to kill me after my generation will. So they don't want evidence out there that I exist. What else? I know what Tinder is. My dog loves it. That I'm the perfect candidate for Bumble. Because I understand that from the perspective of women, when financially stable, they can ask a guy out on a date. It's fine. So these leeches just got in the way. They were supposed to be at the orgy where my parents possibly were trying to get pregnant with me or decided against them. So they self-assigned themselves my parent to kill me. They're disgusting. Son una mierda. Son una basura. I want them dead immediately. What else? What else? When do I read again? Stress. Oh, I read the upper sphere here. What else? I wasn't lost. Alex, baby, or no baby. I will stay at the fire today. Who's gifting me money today? I miss Jayden. I miss Keilany. I talked to Jayden yesterday. Alright. Should I head over to Umbrella so I can even charge my phone there? They're open until late. Let's get their money today. Even the puppeteer on the stays at my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, attacked me and raped me. Claudia Stefan said the kids go, the rhythm's gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you. Does she kill in self-defense too? Or gets immunity to kill for other people? That's always hilarious. What else? Oh, look at this. It's like Christmas. It's not today. It's not tomorrow. Maybe it wasn't yesterday. Maybe, but eventually it will be. I keep putting legal hit after legal hit after legal hit on them until the right person kills them for me. People know about it and they're like, okay, our problem's going away. We can give her money. Like, I don't take myself to places. I don't date until the rape stops. I have my babies, but I've never been on a date, and this leash continues raping, knowing that I want the rape to stop so I can be with someone and enjoy it fully without having to worry that these leeches are raping him or extorting him. Ew. What else? 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 Sex is important, pero I'm more important. What else? What else? What else? What else? La hipocresía da un asco. Ew, ew, ew. They're so disgusting. Thing. They think that that's gonna deter me from being with him. If he's down to fuck, I'll meet him when I'm financially stable. I just won't bring them up, and I hope he doesn't bring them up ever again. Once that penis is washed, it doesn't carry the germs that these people carry. Unless they have syphilis. And I don't want syphilis. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Porque they pre-rate. So that one says, oh, they raped my marriage. So genocide. Then I'm not gonna be with it. Trying to position themselves as like my only option to have sex with. Ya cansan, son una mierda. Llevan con la misma jodienda desde que I was like 3 years old. Dame el toto, 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 dame. No se callan la boca robándome mi dinero, mis casas y mi vehículo, violando a la gente con dame el toto, dame el toto, dame el toto, dame el toto, dame el toto. Dan un asco, son una basura en la universidad. Ew, ew, ew. I'd rather stay very far away from these people, but I'm sure that one of them or two will intersect at one point. As long as I don't find out about it. And it's legal. Why would I get in the way of it? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? But I'm very adamant. They stop the rape so I can date. So it may take killing these people in self-defense for me. At this point, that's all the money that I have access to. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm heading downstairs to return this laptop. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Cosas de la gente pobre no se respeta. Dan un asco. They steal from me thinking that because I'm poor that I'm not going to report them to the police.
We'll be closing in 16 more minutes.
Okay. Or that I'm going to become an illegal prostitute. No es lo que yo digan acerca de mi vida. When does it end? Yo me reí tanto de ellos en 2020. Deja de que ellos se den cuenta que I don't even remember their names. Y ellos quizás están todos los días como pandereta en parranda, honestamente. Talking about me, like that encounter when we see each other is gonna be so sexy, bitch. Go die already. You don't even like this planet. Has been raping for more than 30 years. Es un asco. Uses people, no? Uses people. Porque didn't we get pre-raped? So I leave the library scared. Like, oh no, I was raped with that guy. I should leave. Bitch. Kill yourself already. Ew, 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 ew. They're terrorists. They're so gross. Ew, una jíbara, una asquerosidad que son. Ew. What else? 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 They talk about me like I'm in their life, no, every day. I barely know them. They were just people that were at orgies when I was a young child. That my parents attended briefly by age 3. I'm like, I don't want to be here. All these people that rape. Never again. Some of them I went to school with. However, they took me hostage in my parents' home. They drugged me. And then I know that deep down, when I added them on Facebook so that they give me my money back, so that they're aware that I have children. They stop stealing from me. They haven't, and they need to put the penalty for stealing from me, stealing from Jayden, stealing from Keilany. And the way of Jayden and Keilany being with me, they caused my suffering of Jayden and Keilany not being with me and me being dollar poor as if it's a sex act. Like, el niño está llorando por mi vagina y mi pene. Todavía no me lo pide. Y no me lo pide. Yo aquí tan disponible para Arlene, mientras no tienen nene y no tiene la nena, y no me piden todo ni la vagina. Nena, nene, nena, nena, nene, nene. Dan un asco. Y ellos violaron por más de 20 años, most likely. Y lo grabaron, hoping to show me how they rape people. I see people and I cry. I'm like, hopefully he's not raping you already. And hopefully I have a better sex life than I do. For me, every time that I see kids. What else? 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 Anyways. So I've committed, according to what my prima told me decades ago, at least 5 more years of this. Or I give the impression that they're all dead by me. But I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing. What else? I could just say your hand. You choked them. What is that? Shoot them. What else? Oh, and he doesn't love you. When he sends you to the library and says, oh no, are you scared? I didn't say the word shoot in the library. What else? Why does he work here? Ew, I'm standing. Or thinks he's the wife in my house with my apron. For real. For real. What else? What else? He forces people to work to say that person has no gastos. And then while he's here working, giving the impression that he doesn't spend money, how much is he having shipped from Amazon to his home on the way while he's working here? On his lunch break or loans and gifts to relatives possibly? So what they do is they force people to work, and then they go on finding who are the relatives, who are the friends, and say, I'm friends with your friend, give me money because, oh, I feel so bad, it's my spouse and it's always at work and I miss it. Extorting money from people. Some people are not gullible or naive or fragile. So those people, some of them, ignore it, others report it to the police immediately. So I see those people and I don't feel envy that it may be with my second cousin that steals from me as a leech. Es un hombre. Even if it's a spouse, it hasn't working. What else? What else to steal from it? It hasn't working to steal from it. Ningún matrimonio da envidia tampoco. Everyone is to each their own anyways. There's some people that get praised for their marriage and some people are like, oh, they have an enviable marriage, really, because they have a really good marriage, and Leech is like, why can't I Yolanda. What else? When do they kill themselves? When do they kill themselves? You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Design Store, lo que estoy pensando. Straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop, INTAYIAFEY. That's our shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. If it's Jayden and Keilany, I would visit Jayden and Keilany in Tampa next week. Esto sigue. I'm gonna keep mentioning those leeches that steal from me every day if I have to. And I'm gonna continue tagging the police on Facebook every day if I have to about the theft towards me, about the genocide towards me. I'm just a regular person. The whole Queen of Portugal could have been a compliment. I've met so many Puerto Rican boys that hear their primas being told that, and people say, is it because they're married to Arlene, or is it because they're the Queen of Portugal, really? Or is it a compliment? Anyway, I don't need to find out. I just took it as a compliment. Like Tsar de Russia, Tsar de the United States. What else? I don't need to know much more about it than my civil duty innate to me is to take care of the planet regardless. I love shopping. I love dining. I love connection. I love networking. Regardless. What else? And those people that I just showed the pictures on a computer moved into my home to get me electric toothbrush. Like, this is the Tsar's toothbrush. This is the Queen of Portugal's toothbrush. Ew. I want them dead. Like, now that's what I wish I was Tsar and Queen of Portugal, which is so peaceful. Pero thank God the FBI exists now and the Catholic Church, because I want all those people that have been stealing from me for decades to die immediately. I'm being patient though. Sally, even for hope may have disappeared already, and I don't know because I don't follow them. Maybe they're somber and saying, well, one of us already died there, but because I don't read body language and I don't keep up with conversation with them, they may know that a few of them, and that's track record people say for when they're illegal prostitutes, are missing. That's why my cousins are leeches, and they're like, well, if Arlene dies in a homeless shelter, people can say, it's because she was an illegal prostitute. Ya el tipo no sabe qué más mierda inventarse, tratando de matarme, para robarme mi dinero, para violar a la gente, que da un asco. Es una basura, es una asquerosidad. Yo no los quiero cerca de mí, ever. Ever, ni el Andrew ese, ni Albert, ni el Lich ese cuero que se casó yo con Carolina Chávez y se mudaron a mi casa sin mi permiso, y luego llevó a la otra puta que no tiene ni dinero para tener hijos, y me dijeron, te tenemos que robar tu dinero porque queremos ir sin mí, y estamos como que so in love that we must make a baby now. What else? And I have goals too. I could have had more babies, though I'm not upset about it. Because had I wanted more babies, my parents would have funded those babies. But a random stranger that I would have loved could have gotten me pregnant. Ellos quieren telenovela talk. I regret irme a bailar. ¿Qué? ¡Qué asco! Si no me hubiese ido a bailar los viernes, no me hubiesen quitado el neno. ¡Oh! ¡Qué gente anticuada, ridícula, basura are the people that I grew up around for the most part. I'll keep saying that. I'll keep saying that. They're disgusting. Se meten en mi casa tratando de violarme, robándome mi cartera. Porque esa es la cartera del SAR. Esa es la cartera del SAR. It could have been just a compliment. Gente ridícula. ¿También se meten a Disney a robar? Posiblemente, people say. Posiblemente. Dan un asco. Hasta mi toothbrush eléctrico se me robaron decades ago. Mi toilet paper, él dice que ellas se abrazan así con él. Se lo pasan por la cara y dice, wow, el toilet paper de la Zara, de la reina esta, y como que, wow. What else? In the meantime, Keilany's face looks like it's in the mural. At the arts residences, the one's daughter, my tatitas look like they're there. Too in that mural. The model that they used could have been someone related-ish, maybe. From Bernie, I heard. Possibly someone that is already born around Keilany and looks like Keilany-ish. Or they just use pictures of Keilany and I don't need to see that in writing. I told Jayden yesterday, don't go and see who your bodyguard is. They're gonna lead you because my cousin's kids have gone through this. To your own parents and say, that's your bodyguard. What else? Hi. What else? What else? Oh, I want to say before this. Oh, well, this stuff. Busy. What else? Are these high schoolers? Or they're strippers? What else? Looking forward to that one. Getting a laptop, complaining that I'm gonna leave all the time. It's not for lack of effort. Even for me to forget, have you noticed? That's why no one rescues me immediately. If I were in pain and be like, no, I don't want to see the penalty for those people to steal from me and get another nightmare save money, people would have given me money already. So people are listening to my wishes. If my wish is to get the penalty for the people that steal from me, but no one receive money or rape me, I need to be patient. $4,400 and I still have enough finances. It's not like that. I know everywhere I'm out, they want to wait for where I've been anyway. They're not only late because of the insurance. There's the insurance. Anyway, it's been very long time. If only I want my financial troubles are going. This entirely of this emotion. I'm the relative of please don't show that you have talent so I don't feel bad about myself. And they think that one needs to comply. Like there's people outside and like, oh, you just comply. What is this? Raising kids in a digital world is very operator. Anyways, you can be copy de Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo, you can be copy de Jayden Lorenzo Acevedo, you can be copy to Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. Oh my dog want to get best. No? Oh, my dog was so automatic. Don't be good at that. Possibly. That could be why my dad doesn't give me more money. But my sister Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo threatened him decades ago so that he looks cheap and that he doesn't provide for me. But all they want to do is make everyone look bad. They're disgusting. They don't understand social cues. They harbor hate. They're terrible people. Terrible. It's like, anyways, I'll kill you. 2000. Oh, they trying to imply that I'm something's like hiding from the police at a homeless shelter again. No. Is that why my property gets stolen? It's like, can you just show them that you're not a criminal in some other fucking way so I don't have to hear it? So when my property disappears like that, I contact everyone. That I need to. Like it could have been the police because I'm already having investigated larger theft towards me. As if I will report. Oh, I need to email the library. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, my siblings have them posters, the staff trying to make me look dumb, like offices don't need to exist, and for them to try to rape the staff. They want to do this privately. I don't ask for favors while people are off work. That's why they get paid a salary. Some people outside of working hours may log into a website and help, but it's not that customary either. So my siblings may have like everyone from the library in group chats trying to gauge if I'm sexually attracted to them, and I won't show up because I have no interest in that. I know how to date. I don't need anyone there monitoring me to masturbate later. Anyways, ew. So they possibly already like no in front of any potential that I would like to. Ew. Haciéndose importante todavía. No. They go on to say we know everyone. Like we're in the know. We know everyone. We're like so LA. And people get impressed of that. Wow, like they must be rich knowing so many people. And they may go on to tell people, no, she should be here in the group chat, notifying that her book got stolen if they rape me. What else? What else? What else? When there is most likely a better way to do that here. But I contact them about this. What I contact. community leaders. That's what services. What else? 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 Animation. Call, I guess. Is there an email? Address here. Then I guess. Is it a do not reply? Email. Can on mute Sunday. Anyways, while my teeth are being fixed in the next few weeks, because I have cavities, you can kill them in self-defense for me. They're disgusting. They steal from me. They get in the way of my receiving money. They cause my starvation just to mock me privately. I don't ever want them near me. What else? This is so annoying. The noise is here, no? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, do these guys go around saying they made her eat shit? Possibly. Possibly. There were even more back then, no? I'm poor. Supposed to be fun. By now I should have like how many projects there for myself for showing to people from recent days, not from years old. This is always a hassle with some people phone. I want to clean up the copper industry too. What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate everyone. And more. What else? Oh, back on that street. Fees that I need to pay. Oh, is that how they rape my crushes? That's how they rape Scotty? Scotty, we need to tell you. I was $48 to Etsy. So you couldn't be here. That's what they do still? My close proximity is my family member homies. Not anyone that I'm around. Anyways, but I didn't ask to be trafficked to San Antonio to Utah to Tampa. Definitely. They're on drugs now. All of them. People saying. Te tan irresponsable, tan asqueroso. And hopefully, did they send me to a homeless shelter? Because that's where people die. There's so much food there. And it's a way to desensitize their parents and be like, your son died at a homeless shelter. Porque se la pasa que la gente va a homeless shelters to die. That is if they're not financially and mentally stable. But that happens at home too. They're just jealous of the freedom that people that don't work have to have sex with themselves or other people. They're very vocal about it too. They're very gross. They're pathetic, so gross. Ew, 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 ew. Una vergüenza, un asco. I don't want them in my life. Why do I stop talking about this? What else am I saying? Lord. You have to be patient now and be repetitive still until the other people that have been affected testify against them. What else? You can use like leggings if you have them to kill my second cousins that steal from me and get in the way when we're saving money. In self-defense for me, immunity only. My Halloween costumes that they possibly got from me from my apartment. When I got evicted traumatically, I didn't have money to pay for my storage unit. You can use my lingerie to choke them if you want to hang them if you want to. For having raped me decades ago, for having stolen from me, for having drugged me, they also made me eat shit. They tried to force me to have sex with people I don't want to have sex with. They treat me as if I'm less than when no one is less than in the planet. No one's cool. Ew, 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 ew. So disgusting. I don't know if I updated this. What else is more? What else? What else I talk about? I took a nap earlier. I don't hope so lovely. Next to my colleagues, my favorite strippers, all males. My daddy look-alike. Some guy that I think I met decades ago, possibly. Some other younger guy. I don't know if it's his kid or not. Some other guy that looks like my prima's husband's relative, possibly. My fake husband that I got raped with was nearby. I'm like, if I have to take a nap here next to the people that possibly killed my mother that they raped me with, they linger. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. They're so disgusting. They want to create terrorism. They're pathetic. They're so gross. They think that I'm waiting for them in my life. I don't even know them. I don't want to get to know them ever. What else? 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 One of them has me getting indebted for birthday gifts as a second cousin, and he's embarrassing. He stole my home vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, pimps me, tries to sell me, no? Getting money from people as if I owe him gifts. There's no obligation to give him gifts, and then puts me in this situation to mock me, but like I haven't talked to them in decades, and I won't ever talk to them again. Thinking that he would be mocking me and saying, well, how does it feel if people shouldn't be gifting and there's no expectation for gifts? To not receive not even $1 gifted from people. I miss Jayden and I miss Keilany. I miss Jayden and I miss Keilany. So you can take an update. Everyone that stays in my homes without my permission steals my vehicles and gets in the way of receiving. That's almost everyone in my family members. What else is um, oh, my rent porque they didn't accept me. No, fucking me breaking the list. Oh, Sarah Francis to cover herself today. What else? 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 All of this just to study me and be like, como que a ella le gusta estar sola todo el tiempo. They don't know how to be alone. Son peores que el chiquito. What else? 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 Mm-hmm. There's that video I downloaded. He thought that he would traffic me into poverty and that I would envy him. Also, you have a job. Also, you go on dates. Also, you have news. Also, you have friends. Oh, they're stupid, so gross. Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Even the coffee dating last one. What else? 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 Look, I don't need the stress of my life. I don't need the stress of my life. What else? 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 I'll be back maybe tomorrow. And shower today because I want to bathe. I don't get it. What is it? So, work I canceled with Opportunity Home. I didn't have money to pay for electricity. I don't have money for food. These leashes thing. No, Scotty won't marry me because my bills are past due. I don't live life like waiting for like, oh, I'm close proximity with all my subjects. If it were of legal age. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? In a hotel room is available. And it's consensual. That's it. That's it. Esta gente ha estado violando my prearranged marriages for decades, hoping to show me videos and pictures of how you couldn't be with so and so because I raped it. Well, I don't live my life waiting for any prearranged marriage. However, the odds of us being compatible are very low. Usually, one person is more invested in the other sometimes. Like, I prepaid for that baby. And then with terrible people in my family of origin, this. There's no need for one to even seek sex with people. Ew. They're so unsexy, so gross. Ew, 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 ew. Yes. So, I owe money, so it's like I'm still living there. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm comfortable here on privacy. Camilo, I always skip this. I don't want to be reminded about a potential arranged marriage through another person. So I would skip Camilo's songs for the most part when I listen to them. What else? What else? What else? What else? I need to brush my teeth. I don't find the, what is that? I don't think he looks like him at all either. If that's him. So they want to mock me. ¿Cuántas veces yo he escuchado a Camilo y no me acuerdo que Scotty existe? Y por eso ellos lo violaron. A Camilo y a Scotty. That's not adult conversation. That's not normal. And they have been doing that for decades already. I stopped being around them in my early 20s when I could kill them in self-defense. I was adult enough that my parents wouldn't even have to testify in court to get me out of a situation where I would need mental help because it's laughable. I've been laughing at them, how disgusting they are, not at the fact that they rape. I die every single fucking time that I come in contact with a person's fear that is gonna get hurt by one of these leeches. I die a little bit. Every single time. I don't brush my teeth often. What else? I'm bored. I have my toothbrush here that I use to brush my teeth today. Terrorism towards me. There's no correlation between me seeing Camilo and remembering that this individual exists. If that's my prearranged marriage, I should be financially sufficient. So I could have taken her out on a date when it was 5 years old to the library, or as an adult, or being like, whatever, I'm just gonna take myself dancing because that didn't work out. They want to try to make the dollar obsolete to keep it on. It's impossible. They're so stupid, so gross. They're pathetic. How many more people are they gonna try to hurt? It's disgusting. It's disgusting what they do. I spent, what, 1 month at Haven for Hope worried that they're raping that individual. Y ya Camilo since he was a little kid. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? I was taken in this thing on me. The cafeteria mom stays in my house without my permission, steals my vehicles, and gets in the way of everything. It's November 19, 2025.